Welcome back to another Mug Up Monday. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much, but I took some time, went on a hiatus, stayed away from YouTube for a little bit, spent some time with family. But by the time this episode airs, I will actually be in Newfoundland, and I'll be recording some stuff out there for you guys and bringing that to you guys in the future, so look forward to that. We'll get on with our first topic, which is going to be a subject I just learned about, which is the colossal penguin. They actually dug up fossils of what scientists call the colossal penguin, in Antarctica, standing at over 2 meters tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. These birds stood pretty much on par with LeBron James. But I'm like LeBron James, these birds probably think before they tweet. The fossils of these penguins have been dated back to 37 million years ago. There's none with us today, unfortunately, but it just goes to show how much this earth has changed over the years. That would have been a totally different world back then. Would have been interesting to see. I need a time machine. Speaking of Newfoundland, there was two gentlemen, one by the name of Felix and the other one of Colin. Felix March and Colin March, I believe it's father and son. Was out doing some fishing, and they caught a 196-pound halibut in Felix Harbor back in Newfoundland. First of all, congratulations to you gentlemen. At the age of 13, Peter went and bought a lobster license for 25 cents, and that's where his love of lobster catching and fishing took off. Fast forward 58 years later, here he is with a 198-pound halibut. So mug up to you gentlemen, congratulations, well deserved. Interesting fact about halibut, when they're born they actually have an eye on both sides of their head, down the center. As they sit on the ocean floor, as they mature, one eye will actually gravitate through out to the other side, so both eyes are on the other side. Mother Nature is weird. Coprolites, what are they? It's basically fossilized poop. Actually, it's exactly what it is. It's fossilized poop. Scientists has recently discovered a new type of insect living inside of a coprolite. Sorry, it was dead, very much dead. It was fossilized inside of a coprolite. It might not seem like a big deal, but they can tell a lot because by studying the physical makeup of this beetle and possibly being able to extract things from within the beetle, they're able to tell a whole story. Like the type of beetle, what it is, they believe it is from a similar family of beetles that we have today, which is basically like a water beetle. It's within the same family. So then they know things about the dinosaur, that it's probably been eating its food near a water source and things like that. There's studies that can be unraveled even inside of poop. Because we all know, as conservationists and outdoorsmen and hunters and trappers, we know that the effects aren't always seen, and we know that the smallest details can tell a whole story. And especially if you're in the tracking or trapping. If you're tracking for hunting, you know what to look for, and the smallest details will get you on the right track. The same with trapping. You're looking for small details that are going to tell the whole story, that tell the whole picture of what's going on in that area before you set your traps, right? The new insect is called... Ugh, that's gross. Focus on the dog. Here you go. Trimisia coprolithica. I don't know, man. I can't pronounce stuff. Even though it might just seem like there's a beetle and dinosaur... Oh, just wasted my tea. Did it again. Even though it might just seem like it's just a beetle inside a dinosaur poop, it tells the whole story, right? They now know, like, that these beetles existed in the water source at the same time as these dinosaurs. That can tell you more about the environment and the ecosystems in that area. The smallest detail can unravel a whole story. It's kind of just how nature works. And our last little conservation topic is going to be on Pizzly/growler bears. Fun fact, polar bears don't actually have white fur. Their fur is somewhat translucent. It's just the way that it absorbs natural light that it looks white to us, and their skin underneath all their fur is generally black. They do have other spots and patterns like pinks and grays and browns, but predominantly polar bears have a black skin with a transparent fur on top. As the northern climates have been warming up and causing the ice pans to melt and making it hard for polar bears to reach their main food source of seals, it's driving them more south. And at the same time, with the increase in temperature, it's causing grizzly bears to move more north in looking for cooler temperatures. What this has done is it's created a band across northern Canada where polar bears and grizzly bears are meeting, generally in areas where they would never meet before. And when they meet, they get kinky sometimes, and then they have babies, and with these babies you'll either end up with what's called a Pizzly bear or a growler bear, depending on whether the mother or father was a polar bear or grizzly bear. It wasn't very long ago scientists actually was even contemplating whether it was even viable for a polar bear and a grizzly bear to mate and have offspring. But they can, and they've been doing it more and more frequently. Does this mean that in the future we're going to have a whole nother species of bear and a whole nother territory for them? Possibly. I don't know. It's interesting to say the least, and these are beautiful creatures that take on attributes of both their mother and their father. And it'll be interesting to see how nature will balance itself out, whether we're here or not. So, I hope you enjoyed this Mug Up Monday, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy some scenery while I fade out into nothingness. And I appreciate all your support, guys, and take care.